Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the Batman Beyond review series. And today I'm here once again to provide an audio commentary watch along for another episode from the show's first season, and that is Dead Man's Hand, another one of my all-time favourite episodes from season 1. So, Dead Man's Hand features the Royal Flush Gang in Batman Beyond. And for those of you who are probably familiar with the Royal Flush Gang, or some of you who may have not heard of these guys, the Royal Flush Gang are a group of villains that go all the way back to the 60s, and they made their first appearance in Justice League of America issue 43 in 1966. And just like in the name, the Royal Flush Gang's gimmick was playing cards. So each member of the Royal Flush Gang was affiliated with a playing card. So you had the King, the Queen, Jack, Ace, and 10. And the Royal Flush Gang have had very interesting history in animated media. They made a couple of appearances in the Super Friends cartoons, and they made one appearance in the Justice League animated series from 2001 and Batman Beyond. And they also appeared in an episode of Batman the Brave and the Bold. So they've not really had a lot of appearances in the media. And the cool thing about the Royal Flush Gang is they were very different to other group of villains. They had a lot of money, they lived a very wealthy life, they loved wealth, and they weren't afraid of going after more. If there was extra money to have, if there was a little bit more they could get, they weren't afraid of taking it by any means necessary. And they are very aristocratic, almost like the royal family. So they were pretty much like the aristocrats of crime, the royal family of the underworld. They looked the part, they dressed the part, and they lived the part. And I think the Royal Flush Gang were quite a unique group of villains because when you have a group of villains like, say, for example, the Jokers, they don't really care about money. They just love causing trouble and, in their own sick way, put smiles on people's faces. The Royal Flush Gang were quite the opposite to that. Although they lived the high life, they were all about control and they were all about family. And if anyone went against family, they would be excommunicated. You were not part of the family anymore. You weren't welcome. And they were almost like the mafia, so to speak. And I thought that made the Royal Flush Gang very interesting. And I love the fact that King was voiced by George Lazenby, a legendary actor who starred in a 007 movie as James Bond. And for me, having a James Bond actor in a Batman cartoon, that's like having Sean Connery providing the voice of Green Arrow, or having Pierce Brosnan providing the voice of somebody like, let's see, I don't know, somebody like Bruce Wayne, for example. That's a pretty big deal having a James Bond actor in a Batman cartoon. Now, George Lazenby, an iconic name in his own right, maybe not as big as Sean Connery, Roger Moore, or Pierce Brosnan, but still, having a James Bond actor in a Batman cartoon, pretty special in my opinion. And I'm quite surprised that it wasn't made more of a fuss. I thought they would have made it a bigger deal, but oh well, never mind. So Dead Man's Hand, as I mentioned earlier, another favourite episode of mine from the first season of Batman Beyond. And I remember watching it on CITV about 100 years ago again. And I remembered loving this episode a lot. I really enjoyed this one so much, and it was a lot of fun. And it was, for me, Terry McGinnis's first real test as Batman. And I don't mean in a sense of overcoming a challenge from a villain. His big test was trying to juggle the double life of being a crime fighter. So his nightlife as Batman and his school life as Terry McGinnis. Now, me and Geeker Beyond, Chris, we talked about this a while ago about how the dynamic between Bruce Wayne and Terry McGinnis is very different. So, Bruce Wayne, he would go out at night, do his thing as Batman, and because he was a billionaire, he could just stay at home all day and sleep it off. Whereas Terry McGinnis, on the other hand, he would go out at night, do his thing as Batman, but he had school the next day, and he also had a girlfriend, Dana, to juggle. So that was quite interesting to see the Terry McGinnis character in that situation because we hadn't really seen that a lot. We saw that very early on in one of the first episodes after Terry McGinnis became Batman, where he would be on a date with Dana and Bruce would call him and say, I need you. Something's going down in Gotham. Get on it right now. And Terry would make his excuses and go off and do his Batman thing. But with Dead Man's Hand, that really gets pushed to the breaking point, and we get to see that area explored. And we are also introduced to a new love interest for Terry. So this was a very good episode, and you really get to see the differences between Bruce Wayne and Terry as this episode progresses. So, with that all said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. Let's talk about Dead Man's Hand. Here we go. One, two, three. So here we go. The Batman Beyond intro. I'll tell you something. I do say this a lot, and I will continue to do so. The Batman Beyond intro, after more than 20 plus years, not only still rocks, but still holds up very well. It hasn't aged at all. It truly is a timeless intro, and it was and still is light years ahead of the game. You know, graphically, it holds up very well. The music hasn't dated. It sounds as good as the day it first came out. It's very good. Great music as well, I must say. And yeah, it holds up very, very well, in my opinion. So, here we go. Dead Man's Hand. This was a very good episode. So, here we have is a big boat, a cruise ship full of very wealthy people and full of snobby people. What he really needs is a bigger boat. And here come the Royal Flush Gang. And there they are. They fly around on playing cards. I think that's pretty cool. I love the fact that Ace, who's the big muscle, he's actually a machine. You know, I thought that was quite interesting because you never really hear Ace speak. So he's pretty much a machine. I think that's what I remember. There's 10. There's Jack. Whoa! Great start. Yeah, you can tell that these guys are very different to what we've seen in Batman Beyond. Your George, your money. If you value your life, you hand them over to us now. Yeah. As I said, the Jokers didn't really care about stuff like that. People dressed up like playing cards. Did you say playing cards? Yep. They fly around in circles. I'm afraid so. Well, better go introduce myself. Ah, here we go. Yeah. Yes, you'd have to buy for it. Hey! Here we go. Batman versus the Royal Flush game. Just like the fact that Ace is a machine, doesn't react or anything or make a noise. Sorry, darling. This is the real reason why I came back to Gotham. So, the Royal Flush Gang obviously have a history with the original Batman, but I wouldn't really say that, they're part of the original Rogues Gallery, but they still got a history with Batman. Obviously, it's more tied into the Justice League, so I think it's cool. Oh, good catch. Wow. Everybody, into the lifeboats. Here we go. Oh, Terry's already defying orders, but I need to talk to you. See, these are scenes you wouldn't necessarily see in BTAS/TNBA, like nightclub scenes. Well, you would, but not to this degree. Oh, Terry and having problems. How many times has it been, Terry? After a while, a girl gets the idea. Oh, here we are. There's a new love interest. Oh, look, it's not like I want to do these things. I've got responsibilities now. Sure you have. Look, if you can't handle it, maybe we should just forget the whole thing. I already have, Terry. Fine. Wow. Oh dear. Big fight. I was watching. Oh, Melanie Walker. I think I can speak for everyone here. Melanie Walker was definitely the show's attempt to give Terry McGinnis his Selina Kyle. Long blonde flowing hair, big blue eyes. Although Selina Kyle had green eyes in BTAS, but you could definitely see they're pushing for that Selina Kyle thing with Melanie. She does look a little bit like Selina Kyle if she was a bit younger. So you could definitely see they're pushing for that. And this episode, as I said earlier, this really tests Terry McGinnis in ways that he's never been tested before because obviously Bruce has gone through similar situations to what Terry's going through. So I think that's kind of cool. We get to see Terry in that situation. Oh, Mel's already making moves. Wow, just wasn't expecting to be so fast. Nice. I'm a Dana guy. I've always had a thing for Dana, but Melanie Walker's no slouch. She's not bad looking, for a cartoon, of course. But I'm a Dana guy. Always have been. Wow. Terry don't mess about. Goes from Dana to Melanie. Oh, here we go. You're late again. Oh, Dana again. Nope. That's all over. Thanks to you in this job. Don't traumatize. You two will be back together soon enough. And I like this Bruce giving his history about the Royal Flush Gang. We've got history, they and I. They think they're better than everyone else. The aristocrats of crime. Brilliant. I love how the Royal Flush's theme is very aristocratic. You've got like brooding strings, and you've still got that techno electronic vibe. What Batman Beyond is known for. So it's kind of a cool balance of what they came up with for the Royal Flush's theme. Ah, the old revenge game. But tell me something, sire. How's that going to make us any richer? Oh, don't cross the king. Where's 10? Right here. Oh, Terry's new girl is part of the family. Woohoo. Well, when a girl looks like that, you know they're hiding a secret. So, just like Selena Kyle was Catwoman, Melanie Walker is 10, who is part of the Royal Flush Gang. Melanie Walker's an interesting character because when we first see her, she's all in with the family, she's doing everything, but then after she meets Terry, she slowly becomes conflicted, wants to do right by her family, but she also cares about Terry. And I like how both Terry and Melanie are constantly looking at their watches. Oh, I've got to be somewhere. It's kind of cool here. And look at 10. It's done. Now, can we just get this over with? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you can tell he's a machine. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Do 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 do. Love it. They're proper like royal family. You've even got the king and queen as they fly down holding hands. Uh, they're a really cool group of villains. And the cool thing about the Royal Flush game, this wouldn't be the last time we would see them. They would come back a couple of more times. I think they came back in season 2, and I think was season 3 called King's Ransom. That whole thing with Paxton Powers. So they did come back a couple of times, but they were quite popular. I love this. Uh, Here comes the sass from Batman. You don't look so royal now. It's definitely something Spider would have said. Love it. As I said earlier, this was a really good episode. And, it's been a while since I've seen this. As I said before, I rewatched all of Batman Beyond back in 2020. And I remembered getting to this episode, Dead Man's Hand. And I remember it being really good. It was a lot of fun. Definitely much better than Heroes, if I'm truly honest. I mean, Heroes was all right, a bit weak, but this one was much better. So Terry's taken out Ace, Jack, and Queen, and now 10. I love how they're constantly looking at their watches. Oh, Terry had to think twice. Oh, here we go. Put your hands up. Oh, here we go. Not so fast, oh chum. Oh, Ace is free now. It appears we've been dealt a wild card. If you value his life, you won't follow. I remembered at the time I was watching this on CITV. I remember, all of the episodes, they're like 20 something minutes long. And I remember watching this. It was pretty much as I remembered. It was pretty much the same. But I remember when I watched it on DVD, there were more scenes because obviously when they showed this on TV, they had to trim the episodes down time wise. But just to watch it properly on DVD was cool. So we got to see everything. So that was kind of nice. So Terry saves the guard, and King, well, being a happy king, no pun intended, saying, "Don't cross me again." Oh, oh, I think I broke my leg. Oh dear. Terry looking at the clock. Yeah, right. Oh dear. Poor Terry. He's missed his date. Yeah, the music here is very Dawson's Creek. It's a bit. Yeah, I get that it kind of works. Yeah, it just seems out of place for a show like Batman Beyond. Here comes Melanie. Yay! I'm sorry, Terry. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late too. Sorry that you whooped my butt. Oh, that's okay. You whooped my butt too. All is forgiven. Yay! So, Terry and Mel, yeah, you can see Melanie's definitely hiding something. We're moving away again. How soon? Real soon. Oh boy. Hmm. Can I see you tomorrow night? Sure, I'll be there. Cool. Yeah, the music's a bit cheesy. Cool thing though, Melanie actually leaves with Terry's coat. And the ironic thing about it is Terry never got that coat back. Uh oh. Late again, I see. Or early, depending on how you look at it. How I look at it is the gang's hit again. We've only got a few hours. Why, you got something better to do? Oh god, this is getting tiresome. Oh, here we go. I'm not going to change my plans because of some hunch, okay? Batman would, meaning I would. Oh, here we go. One night's not going to make any difference. One night always makes the difference. You can't stand the fact that I've got a life. You want me to end up like you, alone. Wow. See, Bruce and Terry having words there reminded Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson a little bit. So it's definitely like a Dick Grayson sort of moment. Yeah, that was kind of cool. I like that. We're going to get caught. So we're seeing Melanie is standing up to Daddy Dearest. Oh, Jack's funny. Oh, she goes to quit. This family has taken good care of us. Why would you want to give that up? For a boy. Oh, great. Wonderful. He is. Just how much worth is this boy? Some are worth it, but most of them cause nothing but trouble. Oh dear. Here we go. So Melanie's mum is making her choose family or Terry. So what's it going to be? Hmm? And I think we know what she chooses. Yeah. Oh, Melanie's pretty much breaking up with Terry. Don't try to call me. Bye. This is a cool moment coming up here. Terry pretty much tracks Melanie's phone. This is cool. So yeah, oh, brilliant. Last call. Oh, wow. Computer cross-reference address. Oh, that is brilliant. Yeah, this is yeah, you're really starting to see Terry. He's learning. The boy's learning. So this is where Terry learns the shocking truth about Melanie. Oh, that's an exploding club there. Oh, here we go. Woohoo! Yeah. All the cards for us. Ah, shame. I had a special card just for Batman. And express for Joker never had something like that. Spread out. You stay here. So pretty much Terry single-handedly takes out each member of the Royal Flush Gang individually. Nice. I do love that camouflage. Doom! Takes out Jack. Oh yeah, don't forget him. The big boy. The wild card. He's just a machine though. He actually is a machine. Here we go. Ooh, ooh. It's like fighting Bane. Just doesn't do anything to him. Here we go. Hiya! And Terry drops the bomb. And kaboom. Done. Wow. I have to say, Terry held his own there. Oh, oh, Terry's got to think twice about it. Oh, he did finally give him the special card. Brilliant. Yeah, you can tell King, he's been wanting to settle this score with Batman for quite some time. Oh, here we go. Nice. 10, take him out now. What's he waiting for? Don't do it. Just go. Here we go. Oh, wow. Good save. Oh, dear. Wow. So the Royal Flush Gang get taken away. Um, oh no, poor Melanie. Oh jeez. Oh, poor Terry. Mr. Wayne, those things I said, I'm sorry. This sort of thing ever happened to you? Let me tell you about a woman named Selina Kyle. Brilliant. Excellent episode. Really enjoyed this one a lot. I love how, you know, after all that stuff, Terry apologizes to Bruce. And that's the first time I can remember Bruce Wayne smiling. So that's a true testament to how mature. And that wraps up my audio commentary watch along for Dead Man's Hand. Brilliant. Excellent episode. Really enjoyed this one a lot. I love how, you know, after all that stuff, Terry apologizes to Bruce. And that's the first time I can remember Bruce Wayne smiling. So that's a true testament to how mature Terry McGinnis is. And, you know, to actually admit he was wrong and apologize really speaks volumes to the kind of person Terry McGinnis is. And that little mention of Selina Kyle at the end, just excellent stuff. I loved it. This was a great episode. And as I said, one of my all time favorites. But yeah, this was great. Much better than I remembered, actually, you know, because I hadn't seen this in a while. But yeah, it was as good as I remembered, if not better. This was a lot of fun. So, anyway, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. What was your thoughts on Dead Man's Hand? Did you enjoy it? What did you think of Melanie Walker? Do you think she was the show's attempt at trying to make her into Terry's Selena Kyle? What did you think of the Royal Flush Gang? And also, what about little scenes with Bruce and Terry having words? Do you think they brought up vibes of him and Dick Grayson from years earlier? And what did you think of the end with the little mention about Selena Kyle? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Batman Beyond review series, where I'm going to be providing an audio commentary watch along for Spellbound. So make sure you don't miss that. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.